Hi, my fellow Virgos. Today is January 1st, 2022, the first day of the new year. So I wanted to do a couple special readings for everyone. We're going to start with Virgo. I'm Virgo. This, of course, is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And what we're going to do is we're looking at the year. We're going to break it down by seasons and take it from there. We'll start with the Tarot of Dreams to bring out our seasons, and then we'll use the Light Seers to clarify from there. There's just a couple things I wrote down for Virgo. You know, Virgo is an independent and free-loving type of person. 2022 could see you making a lot of money this year. But in the same breath, I would say count your pennies at the same time. So you may be very profitable this year. You may have been waiting, like, is that ever going to come? And this is the year that you'll see the fruits of your labor. But at the same time, I feel like, don't go out and make these big gigantic purchases unless it's a home, I have to say, because this is a year, university year 6. A lot of people do buy homes. So, it's that type of thing. This is a year where you especially want to, watch your ego. Watch the way you think. Like if I'm thinking, if my perspective is woe is me, this is what's going to come back. 2022, we're going to be manifesting quickly. Use it to your advantage. No woe is me. Even if I have something to be woeful about, I need to think about, what is yet to be created and get excited, because I feel like the more you're in that energy, the more the universe is going to respond. I feel like marriage may be in the cards, or let's just say a leveling up of commitments. You may not see the energy of marriage until the summer, but that doesn't mean that you're not falling in love before then, or you notice that a current relationship is just getting better and better and better. Of course, that's going to depend on the two people in it, but the opportunity is there, especially around the summer, June through August. I feel like, some of you may have already been proposed to, and this may be when you start to plan your marriage. I also feel that there's going to be some relief from ailments that have been plaguing you. Again, through your action, but I also feel, we're in the year 6, which really is the ruler of Mercury, right? Mercury, a year of Mercury, that is your ruler. So I feel more can come for you this year than against you. And I also feel like this is going to be a year that's going to be much more relaxing. Even though we're working hard, we're seeing the fruits of our labor. And that alone can help us relax a little bit, right? If we're falling in love, then chances are we're falling in love with the person that hopefully I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. That's the kind of year, you can look forward to. Okay, so we're going to start with winter, spring, summer, and fall. So, starting from today, moving forward, everything's already pre-shuffled, by the way. Let's go ahead and give them a cut. We're using the Tarot of Dreams. Whoa, it's like, there you go. Okay. January, we have the Palace of Swords. I should say winter. The Palace of Swords, the palace. Palace is where we want to be. This means that your communication is top level. This is finally writing that book, finally putting your thoughts, to paper, to song. It's communication around you seems much clearer. We have the Four of Cups. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. So Palace of Cups is opening up our winter. Four of Cups is opening up our spring. Kind of makes sense. It's a 4. We have the Page of Wands opening up our summer. I like the Page of Wands opening up your summer because Page of Wands is kind of like the Fool. Takes chances. And then we have the Seven of Wands in the fall. Okay, hopefully you can see this. My goal this year, I know I keep saying it, is to figure out a different system to show you the cards. I know a lot of people say, I can't use my phone. I have to use my laptop. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. By the way, I also feel this is a year where you're learning a lot, where people are taking classes, they're increasing their knowledge in some way, somehow. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. It's interesting because it makes me feel like some of you, you've been through the dark night of the soul and you've learned from that. Like I feel like you've been there before, been there, done that, but you were there again. And I feel like out of that energy, you've learned a lot. What you've learned is clarity within your own life. I feel like you're really learning spirituality and with purpose. The purpose is to bring it to the world in some format. It's whatever format you choose. However, I feel like it's like you're automatically guided a certain way. So I feel like, January or the beginning of the year has us moving out of what was 2021, a difficult time. A time when you may feel like your hands had been tied. I don't feel that's the case any longer. I feel like a freedom from that. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at the spring, and then we're going to read it all together. We have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is coming under that Eight of Swords. That's interesting. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the King of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Really, I feel like it's when we get people, it's the energy of the king or the queen. And then we have the Six of Pentacles that came out, so we'll go ahead and take it. But let's stop and read this. And then again, we're going to read it as a whole because this is about you. So, I feel like what this is saying, what I feel like Virgo is like getting their shit together as it relates to their finances, as it relates to their spirituality, their earthly life. I don't feel like it came easy at all. I feel like there has been towers in love, no doubt, towers also in your finances. This is about recovering from that, though, and not allowing it to affect what wants to be, right? What wants to be. Um, so, like when we look at the spring, we open up with the Four of Cups. And to me, I often feel like that's energy where I'm daydreaming about something, but am I putting any action into it? So then you look at the Nine of Swords right next to that. So that's a fear-based energy. So is the Eight of Swords above it. First of all, the Eight of Swords is energy that you created, right? The Eight, we create ourselves. It's self. The good news with that is that we can uncreate it. Now, if we stay in that Eight of Swords, it's just natural that we would move into the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords then becomes the factor on all that we're going to do in our lives. And usually what happens if we allow that energy, which is unnecessary fear, if we allow that to roll us, it can keep us in this energy of just daydreaming versus starting to live what it is I want, what I want in my life. So, but here's the Ten of Cups and this King right beside the Ten of Cups. I feel like what this is saying, it's almost like this is giving you a moment just to clear up this final little, what's the word? This final little challenge, let's say, but it's internal. It's like January is giving you that final push to clear what needs to be clear. Now, some of you fear love. You fear falling in love. You fear you'll get hurt again. All of that. But I just feel like with the Six of Pentacles under this Nine of Swords here, first of all, I feel like when it's talking about love for you, because I do feel special, right? This is someone that I am eventually willing to spend my life with. So we don't take that lightly, right? And maybe in the past we did, but now we don't. Now we think about it. Is it right? Is it good? We don't want to overanalyze it. A 9 can be the card of the energy of Virgo, and that is when we're overthinking, overanalyzing. Again, unnecessary. That's what the Nine of Swords tries to tell you, that this worry factor that can feel like it's surrounding us is unnecessary. Okay, well, good, Sandy, it's unnecessary. How do I get rid of it? I got to look at it. I got to look at it. That's what the Eight of Swords is saying. Look at it. Free yourself from it. Free yourself from the limitations that were previously there for you. Free yourself from it. Mentally, I feel like this is also about mentally freeing yourself. And I feel like, another thing that you're doing is you're learning what the shadows are, what the shadows mean. We learn valuable lessons in the midst of the shadows. What what are you going to do? You're in the shadow. Are you still going to go forward, or are you going to step back, right? Anyways, I feel like this is talking about someone special who's coming into your life. I feel like it's represented by the King of Wands, because often I feel like when we find great love, the one thing that we find, not always, but many times, at least through my readings, and I've done, I feel like 1,000,000 personal readings. What was I going to say? Oh, man. I don't know what I was going to say. Anyway, let's talk about this King of Wands. This King of Wands, I know what I was going to say. Many times you find that the person that eventually you end up with, and I don't know if that's the right word, that you come together with, you'll find a lot of synchronicities between the two lives. So I've had a hard time here and I've had a hard time here, but I feel like this person also has. This is about the energy of the king who overcomes overcomes great challenges, and because of that is on their way to leadership skills. Um, this is a person who has calmed or tamed the beast within themselves, and now they know how to use it for their good and not their bad. So I like this person, male or female, by the way. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes we're called to be more in our feminine energy, and sometimes we're called to be more in our masculine energy. That's why I read it that way. So let's keep going, and then we'll come back and we'll clarify the whole spread. All right. So as we look into the summer months, we start with the Page of Wands. Now, can be a person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Can be a younger person, certainly. But I feel this is more you and your energy. And I feel like this is you taking a chance on you. Moving right, right into that 6th year. It may take a little while for you to feel like really comfortable in the energy of the universal year 6, even though it kind of is your natural place, with Mercury and all that. But nonetheless, I feel like, it may take just a little time. It's like when you wake up from a nap. It takes a minute or two to be awake again. So 6 of Pentacles, it tells me that you've been on a journey, and part of the journey is about learning compassion, learning empathy. Now, this empathy could have came from experiences that you yourself had gone through and then have found a way to overcome. And therefore, you'll find that soulmates are drawn to you for your advice, for, whatever you then can help them out with. 6 of Pentacles is about the underdog, wanting to help the underdog. It's wanting to give to the needy. It's a very charitable type energy. It's also the energy of being open. It's giving and receiving in equal amounts. Give and receive. So maybe some of you are very good at giving, but receiving is where your block is at. Why? I can tell you why. You probably either feel unloved, but listen, and if that's the case, it's based on other people's opinions. Now, these people may have held valuable titles in your life, but nonetheless, this is your individual soul's journey. So that was coming from their human mind, their human mouth, that type of thing. It wasn't coming from anything spiritual, anything other than themselves. However, it is showing me that, we did take it on. We took it on. And we had, and I know this energy, right? You have to peel away the layers, and you will come to the root of the problem. When you come to the root of the problem, face it, look at it, analyze it. Don't overanalyze it, right? Forgive if you need to forgive. Again, I'm not forgiving the act, but I'm no longer willing to carry that energy up. Why would you? Because this is a year where you have the opportunity to really be relaxed in it, to really feel relaxed, and that's a good thing for Virgo. So we just want to be careful that outside sources don't interrupt this this peace you can have within yourself. We have the Knight of Swords, can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A knight is usually bringing you something. This knight would be some type of communication. Feels like it's coming quickly. Almost like this knight was meant to bring in this communication before, but took a detour. And is now getting back on course to bring this to you. Almost like I lost my direction for a little while. But I found it again. Like I wandered off in the woods and I went off the beaten path and got lost for a moment. But I feel like I found myself again now. I feel like this is them. But again, I feel the synchronicities between the two of you. We have the Four of Swords. That's the healing process. It's allowing, it's like nesting. If you notice, like her heart is outside of her body. So it's allowing the body, the mind, and the soul to heal and allow the universe to heal the heart. I feel like this person is also very healing to you and you to them. We have the Four of Cups. This is the one line I'm not loving. Now we're moving into the fall. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I feel like as it relates to love for you this year, it's talking about one of your own soul's seeds that was planted, now planted together with another. So this, it's like, here's the Ten of Cups. Is it truly meant to be for me? Well, you have the Seven of Seeds, which tells me yes, it is your seeds of intention. You could have had love before and it didn't work out and what have you. Those may have also been your seeds of intention because it could have held valuable lessons to help you prepare to be completely open, right, to give and receive within this Ten of Cups so that you can truly have that joy and happiness that you've been seeking. But I do feel like that question comes up, like, is this person meant to be in my life? Listen, if as it relates to love, if you allow, or in any area really, if you allow someone the opportunity to show you who they are without you having to push it, they will. They will show themselves, both in a good way, but also in a negative way. Okay, let's get our last card out. Well, we got two, but look at this. We have the Empress. Beautiful. For some of you, I feel like there's something valuable that you are learning this year. That, listen, maybe you don't, I don't want to say you don't bring it out until the following year, but maybe that is the case. Some of you may find yourself pregnant this year also, and I feel like it would be later in the year, though. She looks like she's ready to burst. Maybe I got married here, pregnant here. And then we have Temperance. So I'm taking Temperance right here. Temperance really is about this whole reading. It's all about divine timing. Temperance asks you, there's a couple different things. Temperance teaches you the art of patience. All good things come in their due time. Temperance says, don't try to control what is out of your control. Be the best that you can be, and then we will match that energy back. Temperance, is divine timing. So it's like I almost want to say, like, okay, so for many of you, you are going to find this love potentially of a lifetime. Now, I can't say forever because there's free will. I don't know. But it has the potential of a lifetime. Let's just put it that way. I feel like Temperance is saying it comes in the right time, not before, not after. Now, that could talk about you becoming truly ready for it yourself. People, a lot of times people say, like, I've worked on myself, but I don't want love. I don't want love. And you don't have to have love. And you don't need romantic love to survive in a lifetime. There's plenty of love in this world, right? A love for what you do, a love of your friends. Your friends become your family. You know, I don't know why I'm saying that, because I do feel like this really is talking about partnerships. And I don't know. I feel like some of you could find yourselves having babies by the year end, if not at least being told, you know, like a positive test. Well, hello, Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. First of all, it's soulmate energy, and that's what a universal year 6 is about, soulmates. We already have the energy of the 6 here. Um, you know, soulmates. And I feel in all facets of your life. I just want to take a peek. I have the King of Pentacles underneath that. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That can mean it's for you, but also could talk about another Earth. Okay, let's go ahead and take the Universal Tarot, already pre-shuffled. You know, some of you were saying you're having a hard time hearing me. I know not everyone is, but there's a few of you, and you asked me to speak up, and I just kind of, I don't know why my voice gets quiet when I talk, but I moved my microphone in a little bit. Let me know if that helps. Now I feel like I gotta be gentle when I'm shuffling the cards. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. We have the Page of Cups. We have the King of Wands again. Someone's got this fear factor over this king. Could even talk about the king who has to ultimately break these own chains that bind them. All right, we have Justice. Card of Libra. It's like, I want to be able to see what's there. Boy, I felt this in a lot of readings in the last part of 2021. I feel like there's a lot of people like going to law school, learning the law, learning something in that area that why? Because you have this I hate to say need, but there's this yearning of wanting to help others. Again, the defending of others. So I feel like for some of you, you're either starting like a law school now. That when I say law, I want you just to like let your mind be open there, because it could be something like that. But I do feel like you're learning about this law. You're learning because I do feel like, like deep inside, I want to help others to overcome. I want to help the other underdogs. Listen, I feel like nothing makes a Virgo happier than making someone else happy, like truly happy and not expecting anything back. Now, I don't mean like just giving away, right? I give it all away. No, I mean, you see someone who is truly having a difficult time, and in some way, you're able to help them overcome that. Usually it's because you've had that experience. I feel like that soothes your soul. So some of you, this is now becoming like a lifetime goal. January and the winter will have you really concentrating on that. And by the way, I feel like good for you. Good for you. We have the Nine of Wands. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let it go. Let it go. I feel like this is saying keep trudging, even if you're not sure what the outcome will be. If you, in the present moment, you're putting the right energy in the present moment, it's like somewhat of a guarantee that down the road that energy's coming back, right? It's like how I feel for many of you as it relates to business. I feel like this is a year where you are seeing the fruits of your labor. This is a year where I feel many of you are like becoming very clear. Listen, I may not have it all planned out, but I'm seeing more and more of the direction I feel my life should take. That why? Listen, it's about you first, right? Something that it's the year to find that inner joy within yourself. And a lot of that relates to what you do with your time. Now, I'm saying that because now we're going over the Four of Cups, where I feel like this person is not maybe moving into that energy so much. I daydream about it, I want it, but maybe I haven't done anything about it. And I know why, because the Nine of Swords sits right next to it. All right, well, I like seeing that. First of all, the Strength card, card of Leo. But just like I felt like this king over here had to overcome certain things in their life, so did you. We have the Five of Swords, exactly what I felt earlier. If there is anything that is holding you back from creating or having the type of life that you want, it's because of past toxic energy. There's just no other way of saying it. It is because of past toxic energy. Probably through things that were said to you. Us Virgos can take things very deep. We can take it very deep, but then we have to remind ourselves, wait a minute, where is that source? Where are they getting their source? They tell me I could never be an attorney. Like, Sandy, what are you, crazy? You know nothing about the law. Well, that's why I'm going to go to school. That's why I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn everything about the law. But it's definitely showing you, how past energy has affected your life. All of us. Okay, what else do we have? The Emperor. Funny, we have the Emperor and the Empress. This could certainly be a mother and father, right? Over the Ten of Cups. Emperor is a card of Aries. But you know what? I felt like this King of Wands himself, he or she, I feel like their whole life was about becoming this emperor. This emperor is someone I feel in this reading, especially what it's by, I feel is someone who it's like they become the leader of the people. They care about the people that they lead. Now, whether that's just their family or whether that is, a town, my community, whatever it is, they truly care about it. This is someone who is, even though there's a lot of fire energy over them, they're very action oriented. But I also feel like it's like they put a plan in place and they follow it, and they follow it to the top. Again, this did not come overnight. Same as the Empress, right? She did not turn into the Empress overnight. It took a lot of overcoming and understanding, and this understanding between spirit and human, and where these sources are coming from that like put knives in us and pin us down. Like, why do we give them so much space in our life? So anyways, let's keep going. Well, hello world. So I do feel like this is the person entering. That's the next chapter. You know, and I also feel as it relates to anything you've been learning, anything, and it can be through communicational skills. I feel like it's something that you eventually, if you don't already, find a true love for this. Um, it's like in your natural wheelhouse type of thing. I want to say, this King of Wands, I want to say could very well be related to a father figure. It could have been a father figure, or just, someone. But I feel like, some may have like father issues. Some, yeah, I could take it the whole way back to your childhood. And it could be like your parents divorced, and that is when issues began, right? So I'm giving you pinpoints so you can go back and look at it and clear it. Don't carry the energy of your parents' mistakes with you, right? Those were their mistakes. Anyway, anyway, um, wow. Hello, Four of Wands. Do you believe me now? So this is the marriage card. And by the way, it is the closest card to the Two of Cups. It is coming over the Page of Wands. Listen, for some of you, this Page of Wands could have been someone from your earlier days, but listen, I don't even want to. However it comes, it is how it comes. But here's the Four of Wands, guys. This is the commitment card. This is a type of love where two people can't imagine not being together. I can't imagine. Like, once we're together, like, how did I survive without you? How could I ever survive without you? It doesn't mean that there's not challenges in their life. There are. But these are two people who have come to the table much wiser now than maybe, let's say, 20 years ago. So, I don't know, guys. Okay, and here's the celebration. So, marriage is happening in the month or in the year of 2022. I already knew it. It's the year of the lovers. I know a lot of readings I do. You're the first I'm doing for 2022 in this format, but I know a lot are going to see this because this is the year of the lovers. So you have the Three of Cups. This is celebrations. This is joy. This could be, two who become three. And what I mean by that is like, a couple who then add a child to the mix. I feel like, I feel like there's going to be a wedding. When are we looking? So we're in the summer months, right when I thought. We're in the summer months. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Can be you. Can be another Virgo. Look at that. Directly connected now to the Ten of Cups, to the Emperor. I feel like, I feel like what I'm seeing is two sides of the coin. Okay, so I see your side, and I'm also seeing their side. Um, and this queen is part of this world, this next chapter, this new beginning, right? This next, and let's talk about the world real quick because I love the world. When the world shows up, it tells me that a portal is opening up, which will be potentially the most spiritual time of my life. This is when I am walking hand in hand with my spiritual self and my human self. It's almost like a state of zen. Not normally, but right now I'm feeling that. It's like a state of zen. So you have that opportunity. Boy, do I feel like two people really help relax each other, chill each other. It's just kind of like, like something happens during your work day and you can't run home. You can't wait to run home and tell your other person, they're the person that I go to first. 2021 had been preparing us for this energy. I've been trying to prepare us as much as I can. I've done so many extra little readings, and I felt every one of them had its purpose to help us really have the best 2022 possible. Well, hello, Two of Cups. Look at this. So we have the Two of Cups again. First of all, touching temperance, divine timing. Truly, you can let go of control of when this you can expect it. But other than that, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels a little magical. And why not? Why not? The Two of Cups is connected to this next chapter. But so are you. And so is the Ten of Cups. Huh. We have the Death card. Death card coming over Seven of Wands. Some may find yourself, like studying, like wills and, my mind just went blank. But after someone crosses, handling like estates, like estate law, that type of thing. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon. Okay. Let's try to read this as a whole, but also separately. So one more time, I'm just going to go around it. Let's see what we have. We have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Hello. Perfect energy. This is a call to attention. This is a call to the present moment. This is where your miracles happen. This is where your signs are being shown. Your seeds are dropping right in the present moment. It has nothing to do about the past. It's all about the future. But it starts today, right? It's today's energy. I love it because, first of all, Judgment and the Two Cups, beautiful energy together. But also what it's talking about is, learning to let my past be my past. Doesn't mean I forget it. It just means I've gained the wisdom. I am no longer deemed to repeat it, right? I've seen the patterns, all of that. Judgment is your whole spiritual team coming together to help you along this journey, to give you the seeds that you need, and even to illuminate those last little things within us that are still stuck. These cards just get better and better and better and better. I remember when I first started doing tarot on YouTube, and it was difficult because the energy, we were all changing as a soul family. We were all growing together, and now our cards are showing that. We have the Nine of Pentacles, business ownership. There's a lot of energy of business ownership, of success. This Nine of Pentacles is, well, I was going to say it's directly connected to you, but it's also connected to the Emperor. Don't be surprised that you end up finding someone, or someone finds you, you find each other, and it's related to your financial house, like how I make my pentacles. Doesn't mean they have to do what you do, but somehow, some way, we cross paths. There's a lot of true success. Listen, success after the Tower. Success after the Tower in your financial house. This is also a card of Virgo. Coming over the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are building businesses, and this is the year. This is the year you see those fruits of your labor. This is the year when you can truly start believing that you're meant to be on a certain path, and then allow yourself to follow. don't put a bunch of restrictions against it. There's just no need. That's what Temperance says. Let go of control and, flow with the energy, and we're going to help you flow in the right direction. We're going to help you flow to this 10 of Cups. We're going to help you flow to this 9 of Pentacles. One last thing I want to say, if I'm not following my dream this year, there's one reason why, and it is because of past towers, and that is it. It's so clear to me. It is because of past toxic energy, or even current. I hope that we're clearing that away by now. It's about things that have happened unexpectedly to you and against your control. But if I feel like ultimately it is moving you in the right place. Sometimes towers come to shake up our world because our world has become boring, has become, I don't know, stagnant. We have 2 4 of Cups, and I feel like that is that energy of, this is what I want, but this is where I'm at. Well, this is the year to go get it. This is the year to go after it. This is a year to relax within all of it. Again, love. Love is going to find you. You're going to find love. Create. Be all that you can be. Go after the things you want to go after, no matter what else somebody tells you. Unless it's coming from like a very rational mind. Maybe they have another plan in place that could help you. So you want to listen. You want to be open. But know when someone's saying something to you and it feels toxic, a lot of times they're saying it because some people have a very hard time watching other people's successes. So they try to keep you tied to their type of energy. They may not even know it, right? That's their issue. It's something they've got to work out. You're not meant to work out. What you're meant to work out is, if you're not serving me, if you're not for me, you're against me. And it doesn't mean I have to cut you out of my life forever, but I'm not going to allow your influence in my decisions going forward. This is about freeing yourself, Virgo. Being that independent and free-loving nature that you are. This is your year for that. And I don't know, it looks pretty damn good. So, as always, I cannot wait to read your comments, because this is the first time I've done this type of reading, where we've done the whole year, and I kind of love it. I have to be honest, I kind of love it, but I want to hear what you have to say about it. I feel like there's certain things, it's just saying don't give up just because you're not sure of the outcome, right? Just because it's a little difficult. If it's something you really want to chase, I feel like your past has been about building spiritual muscles, because I feel like for many of you, you're about, listen, you've been living the life that you're meant to live, but this feels like a much higher vibration. A much higher vibration. It is the year of the lovers in all formats. And I'm going to leave it there. As always, I thank you guys. I love you guys. I thank you for the beautiful support of my work. Your comments, your likes, your shares, your donations. I feel like are what keep me alive. What else I was going to say? I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for being... All of a sudden I started thinking of Betty White, who crossed the other day. Thank you for being a friend. That's what I was thinking. Alright, guys. I love you. Let me know what you think. Your opinion And your views, if something doesn't get very many views, then chances are I won't repeat it. Or if it gets like hardly any comments, the interest wasn't there, chances are I won't repeat it, right? So let me know, like, be honest, let me know what you think. This has been your year in review of 2022. I love you. I will see you next time at my table. Bye bye.